What's going on, guys? It's your boy Brad back with another video. Forgive all this mess in the background. We're in the process of moving into a new house and everything, but let's get into the video. I get a lot of questions. I just recently took the NCLEX and passed it, and a lot of people have been asking, how did I prepare for the NCLEX? How did I pass? I'll tell you first how you should prepare and how it was recommended to me and my classmates to prepare, and then I'll tell you what I actually did. So what was really recommended is we took our NCLEX prep through Kaplan, my specific program did, and they give you a whole massive Q bank of questions, right? Like over 1,500. And they recommended that we go through, and really the overall theme was do practice questions. Really do a lot of practice questions to familiarize yourself with all of the different types of questions that you can get, what you're going to see, and then there were specific things that we should focus on that are pretty heavy on the NCLEX as well. Things like, certain medications like digoxin, lithium, your cardiac meds. But other than that, though, that was the main point of emphasis, was to do a lot of questions, because like I've always said in previous videos, that's the best way to prepare for exams. Practice makes perfect, so do questions, and that's, that should help you be successful. And what was really recommended was that process really begins at the beginning of your senior semester. We had access to that entire Q bank of questions at the beginning of my senior semester. So here's what I did, though. That entire senior semester, out of that whole 1,500 questions, I maybe did 100, honestly, because the senior semester was so ridiculously hectic and difficult, and I just wanted to pass. I focus on the NCLEX when the NCLEX gets here. For now, I need to pass. And so that's what I did. I really put all my attention into the classes and the work, and I got it done, and I passed. Once I passed, it was time to begin prepping for the NCLEX. And so you got to figure out, well, when do I want to schedule the NCLEX? How long do I want to take it? I ended up scheduling it a month out after my graduation date, roughly. I figured I got myself a month, maybe take a week, relax, decompress from nursing school, and then get into the books. That didn't happen, okay? What ended up happening is I took about 3 weeks off of those 4, and I relaxed, and I got my mind out of the books, and I got my head clear. And then roughly about 4 days before the NCLEX, I began doing practice questions. And over the course of those 4 days, I probably did about 300 practice questions. Because really, that is what worked best for me. I waited a few days before the NCLEX. I shouldn't have waited a month, but I waited a few days before the NCLEX, and then I started doing some practice questions, getting accustomed to the feel of the different types of questions I could get asked. And again, those specific things, those certain medications, maybe certain diseases that were emphasized to us, diabetes, things like that, heart failure, I refamiliarized myself with those as well, just so that content that is more heavily poured into the NCLEX was fresher on my mind. That's what worked for me. That's kind of my little behind the scenes, how did I prepare for NCLEX story. Again, I don't recommend that for everybody. You have to know yourself, and you have to know your own study habits and what works best for you. Are you the kind of person who works best under pressure and crams before exams and it works? Or are you the kind of person that needs a lot of time to prepare? You need to know that about yourself. For me, again, I just waited a couple days before the NCLEX and started preparing. Overall, the general consensus is that is bad advice and don't do it. But primarily, I told you what was recommended to us. I told you what I did. Now what's left is for you to figure out what's going to work best for you. I hope this video was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed hearing my little NCLEX prep story. That's all I got for you, but if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I'm dropping out motivational, educational, and inspirational content every week to help you guys be successful in nursing school. That's all I got, man. Catch you guys in the next video. Nurse Bass.